I have decided today to provide you information about a Christian's walk in law enforcement. Throughout life, being a Christian and living out one's faith is at times difficult and demanding. The world does not always respect the ones who are willing to take a stand and do the right thing. The norm in today's society is to conform to the ways of the world, doing what feels right in the moment, living out from one's own self is what the world encourages. But that chosen path in life will in time only lead to self-destruction and the loss of everything held dear in your life. I have seen time and time again in all walks of life, including in law enforcement, people that have made bad decisions. The effects of being a police officer in today's world creates many different stressors in several key ways. The long hours, irregular schedules, as well as a lack of time to sleep and rest between family commitments, and the job builds over the months and years. As a group, police officers have one of the highest rates of suicide, divorce, and alcohol-related drinking problems. Recent police-related events publicized by the media have created conflicting expectations between police officer training and what the media and the general public seem to desire. As a result, officers have to constantly evaluate complex and often difficult situations that don't fit established practices learned in police certification training. In some cases, over time, police officers become numb from the chronic stress, and it becomes a problem at home and for their family. Missed birthdays, family events, school activities frequently lead to social isolation, which in extreme situations could include the officer's own family. At this point now, the officer only feels comfortable in the presence of other police officers, usually at social events, which are frequently held at taverns and drinking parties. These things that I have described are exactly the things I went through as a police officer throughout my 27-year career in a city situated between the influences of both Chicago and Milwaukee. In my young career, I saw the epidemic of crack cocaine as it became profoundly prevalent in the inner city. Street gangs formed and they flourished. Turf wars were very common for areas of the city to control cocaine sales and money profits. Gun violence became normal, and gunshots could be heard as you exited the station at the end of your shift. As a young detective, I was assigned dual roles to combat the cocaine and gun violence. I was working in the street crimes unit, creating cases to prosecute drug dealers by doing undercover work, while at the same time being called in to investigate homicides related to drug violence. For many years, I carried that burden, and I asked myself, how did my life and my marriage survive? Well, the answer is simply this. My belief system in God, and that He would protect me through all of this, really kept me on the straight and narrow. God, meaning, I did on several occasions found myself in situations where things could have been very bad for me, and I felt that I was protected. So the big question is, how was I able to hold it all together throughout the years? The answer is this: my parents. My parents raised me right, and they were a very strong influence in my life. Their Christian upbringing of us as children and later as a young man gave me the ability to possess what I call a Christian worldview. You ask yourself, what is a Christian worldview? It is an orientation of the heart that works automatically without thought and controlling thought and action and behavior. This so-called Christian worldview gave me the ability to make ethical decisions in dilemmas where moral struggles presented themselves. However, I believe that the guidance of the Holy Spirit kept me on the straight and narrow over the years and allowed me to always maintain the honor of wearing the policeman's badge. Police officers are handed a great deal of responsibility to represent and uphold the standards of any given police department. Putting on that badge is a privilege, and it does not ever grant police officers permission to act as if they are above the law. In closing, I will say this. In today's criminal justice system, all officers are hurting right now and struggle with the ethical issues that present themselves every day on the job. However, those officers that have a Christian worldview, a Christian heart, if you will find that those struggles are easily resolved and put behind them because of their Christian beliefs and the guidance of the Holy Spirit. And I am proof of that theory. In closing, I thank you, the audience, for attending today and showing your appreciation for all law enforcement professionals and those that serve in the emergency services, including fire and rescue personnel. I would like to close today with a policeman's prayer. Lord, I ask for courage. Courage to face and conquer my own fears. Courage to take me where others will not go. I wish for strength of body to protect others, strength of spirit to lead others, dedication to my community to keep it safe. Give me, Lord, concern for all those that trust me, and compassion for those who need me. And please, Lord, through it all, be at my side. Thank you.